Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds for what might actually be the last time. I'm not 100% sure, because I'm pretty sure we're at the end of Peril on Gorgon DLC. And while there is another DLC coming, I would assume so. It certainly feels like there is. Yeah, we're pretty much at the end. So when we left off, we were on board this ship. And we needed to get down to there because we had to find a couple of key cards. So we can go back to Gorgon, we can unlock all the doors, and we can actually complete what the hell we were sent out to do. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue, really. We got a lot of robots. Pop. 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 Good for me. Hello. Gotta go for that little weak point. Oh, hello. No, it's died. Hello. Works for me. Die, bad robots, die. Alright. Right, let's have a mooch around, see what we can find. Don't know what we're going to find in terms of the person we're looking for. I mean, all things considered, he's probably dead. If I had to guess, but maybe not. He could just be, you know, very
nice and quick. Isolated.
You might want to be very isolated. Hack. Oh, disable. I suppose I could have done that. Never mind. Okay. Further manage the unfortunate event of a necessitated downsizing. The most senior site safety engineer, or the sole member on assignment, shall initiate, by mandate of Auntie's corporate headquarters, the Pink Slip Protocol Manufacturer's Directive, included in all automechanical stations at the facility. From the site safety engineer, sit there and guard the red button. Sounds like an easy paycheck. I'm not going to live in a secret lab in the middle of a gas giant's storm-riddled atmosphere, my ex-wife said. No one told me I'd eventually have to press the button I was guarding, the Pink Slip Protocol button. That final choice between diligent duty or my friends. On second thought, let's be honest, they were never my friends. Once I've disabled the protocol and scrubbed the labs, I'll ask corporate for a reassignment. I hear Emerald Vale's really nice this time of year. So yeah, Pink Slip Protocol, of course, Pink Slip is what you get when you get fired. So it's the idea that everyone on board is fired upon by robots. Alright. Whoever keeps cutting off sprat tails and dropping them into innocent, unguarded cups of coffee needs to cut it off, or I'll cut off something of yours next. It's not funny, I'm tired of cleaning up coffee-colored vomit. Missing Queen of Hearts, 5 of Clubs, all aces, and the 3, 7, 8, and 9 of Spades. On my deck is only for order, blah blah blah. Only power. There's something that's been happening each time the power goes off. Power keeps going off longer each time. Coincidence? I think not. Folks are getting antsy as the year and the storm stretches, and that makes them mean. Reporter SSE. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we went to. Yeah, this is an orbital station in orbit above the gas giant, and there was like a woman here. She sort of survived. I remember that now. Okay. Give me a break. It's been a few days. I've been busy today, so I'm actually kind of tired. Cleaning. Making everything nice and clean for Christmas. Alright, what have we got? Ooh.
You're fast.
Yeah, well, it's right to be. Nope, not from that. else have we got? Central lab, huh? Okay, I'm sure we'll have some awful dark secret buried away underneath. We also hit max level in the last session too, which was surprising. I didn't think I didn't even know there was a max level until I hit it. But oh well. More stuff just lying around. I like. I approve. I approve of the loot. So much stuff. So much to loot, so little time. Sprats. Sprats everywhere. Alright, what do we got? Big doors there. Hello. Oh, did I forget to mute that? I probably did. Hold that thought, I'll do that right now. There's always something I forget. Right. Doesn't take long, mercifully.
Wow. How'd you do that?
That's easy. But you wonder if there's even any point in doing all of that, because it's like, well, I'm at max level now, so it's not like I'm gaining any experience. Although I guess I am gaining stuff to like sell and whatnot, so that's fine. Incoming messages. Chief Inspector, progress report. Advisory notice to the lead chemist at the Olympus. Yeah, oops. No satisfactory results have been submitted in 11 months. If measurable or material proof of progress are not approved within 31 days, station personnel may be found to be in dereliction of duty and as a result can be permanently terminated. Lastly, the warning. That postscript. My once darling, as you are likely now well aware, I don't want you to beg, I don't want you on bended knee, I don't want anything except to feed this infernal, indefensible, insatiable need. I am so close, so very nearly on the cusp of salvation. Then and only then will I send you the blasted Anthracillin Plus, a ludicrously simple modification I could formulate in my sleep, were I ever able to sleep. No longer yours, no longer anyone's, but that elusive fleeting embrace of chemical virtuosity. With regret, Jasper. You understand, do you not, darling? From the very first test, from that very first accursed step, every path, every infinitely random dice roll of emerging cosmic roots was leading us to this same destiny. What? Pixie Protocol, really, you hellheads went there. Never would have I thought you'd stoop so low, or more accurately be so moronic as to cut off your own noses to spite your faces. True, the project was delayed, but we all know I would have delivered more than adequate results eventually once I'd ascended to a higher peak of my genius. We were less than months away, not that I'd expect a pea-brain layman to understand. Nora is wasted on you lot, I am wasted on you lot. And might I just add, though I might have intended you to do your worst, you did try your best, but I'm still alive. Nevertheless, I do go on, and I never ever forget. Payback will be swift, oh yes. I sincerely think you'll see it coming just as soon as I perfect my formula and can focus on other matters. Then you will rule the day you pink-slipped the great Jasper low. Buffoons, eternally misunderstood and undervalued, and still misappropriating your precious company resources. The employee formerly known as Dr. Jasper. Send a message. Okay, why not? Don't know if that did anything or got me anything. Hello. One combat drone right there.
Take him down!
And up he goes.
Working, boss!
Mm-hmm. Nope, apparently I can't go over there. So, Jasper Lowe, I'm pretty sure was the guy we came here looking for, if memory serves. And it appears he's still alive in there. Can't say I'm all that surprised, really, but, seeing as that message...
Great work.
I know, I'm just good like that. Probably going to need to go up to that high floor at some point. Oh yeah, that's right, we did go up there. Alright, what we got? What we got? Oh, Hack 100, don't have that. Effective immediately, team, we're temporarily redirecting our efforts to perfecting Dr. Lowe's proprietary Sky High mix, which maximizes genius and productivity. After having Dr. Lowe's ahead, the team agrees this will enable us to reach our original project goals better in the long run, and so it's worth a momentary detour. The record is abbreviated due to an unscheduled chemical leak that permeated the meeting room. The results: an immediate inhalation of noxious gases caused double vision, hallucinations, non-control sense of giddiness, and projectile vomiting. The side effect occurred in all meeting participants. As such, we cut the time back down to 1 hour for the standard 2-hour review. Oh God, that's a lot. Sky High mix, huh? Added mint flavoring, tested on candid. Breath markedly improved, candid exploded. Fair enough. Huh. Okay. I don't have the time or vocal ability to read everything out. My voice just doesn't last that well.
Where did I put the... Oh, wait. Look up the gates instead. That's good, actually.
Hello? Alright, what do you got to say for yourself? Hello.
Shush. No talking. Concentrating. Damn it. I almost had it. The formula was in my mind and I almost had it. I was so close to a breakthrough, I could practically taste it. You really did pick the worst time to manifest.
What formula are you talking about?
Sky High, my magnum opus of psychostimulants. I feel like I've already explained this to the last hallucination. Oh, hang on. I see what's happening. You're real. Ergo, not a hallucination. This is interesting. I have several questions for you. Let's start with the obvious. Who are you, and how are you even alive?
I was going to ask you the same thing. What happened here?
All sorts of things. Science, mainly. A little bit of research. If you're talking about all the dead bodies, that'd be the Pink Slip Protocol. Right, that answers that. Next question. Do you come bearing fresh pharmaceuticals?
Okay.
This guy looks like he's had enough.
Look, we all know you're here to interrogate me. If I'm going to go through this ordeal, I'm not doing it sober.
Sorry, you only got stale drugs on me. Only the freshest. I need you to tell me what's going
Auntie
on.
Cleo instituted the Pink Slip Protocol. Fancy marketing term that translates to, we're not satisfied with the quality of your work, so we're revoking your lifetime contracts. Can you believe Auntie terminated my entire team? It's a terrible setback. For my team, I mean, not for me. Not this time. I'll continue the work on my own if need be.
What could that be?
I'm, working on the task that I was hired to perform. I'm fulfilling my contractual obligations. Auntie Cleo wants us to develop Anthracillin Plus, a new and improved version of the original Anthracillin formula. And what Auntie wants, Auntie gets. Eventually, I was making considerable progress. I can't possibly fathom why they prematurely terminated the project.
Jasper, everyone's dead. There's no use lying.
I'm not lying. I'm carefully curating the truth for you. All right, listen. Auntie needs to be patient. I'll eventually get around to developing Anthracillin Plus. My priority right now is Sky High. Once I perfect my formula, I'll be able to keep my mind functioning at peak performance without any pesky distractions. Like feelings.
You said this was the second time you lost a full research team?
Auntie had been threatening to instigate Pink Slip Protocol for months, though I honestly didn't think they'd have the stones to do it. I was on the verge of giving Auntie the results she wanted. Well, almost on the verge. Approaching the verge. The point is, I didn't think this would happen.
Listening. It's Auntie Cleo. What did you expect? Yeah.
Bureaucratic procrastination and some incompetent saber rattling. Before I was traded, I worked on Project Gorgon. I lost that team by attrition. Management turned the screw on my team. Forced me to fire 1 in 10 researchers. The few of us that remained were overworked and exhausted. We didn't have much of a security detail. I don't know how the primals got loose, but my team didn't stand a chance.
Relevant. That's terrible.
Worse than terrible. It's absurd. Spacer's Choice or Auntie Cleo, our lives mean less than nothing to them. We were designing a drug the likes of which Halcyon had never seen. A veritable panacea that cured lethargy and guaranteed a lifetime of productivity. I was overwhelmed, overworked, frustrated. Forced to submit unfinished samples, failing to meet impossible deadlines.
You're obviously under a lot of pressure.
I started self-medicating to enable my genius to perform at a greater capacity. To forget, to endure, to feel nothing. Project Gorgon was in its final days when the primals attacked our lab. It wasn't long until Spacer's Choice authorized my transfer to this facility.
Human Inquiry was testing on a dream at time. Why did you need primals in your lab?
Human Inquiry was supposed to be responsible for testing Adrenatime. Under normal circumstances, the chem lab wouldn't have had to perform live tests. But creative incubation pressured my team with impossible deadlines. The prototypes we delivered to Dr. Blakesley at Human Inquiry were poor because we were rushed. I had to begin experimenting on my own. I had to perform my own tests, so I used primals. They're not the best choice for test subjects, but I was working for Spacer's Choice.
That's very reckless.
Whoever reached greatness by coloring within the lines. And besides, my lines often move around on the page. My point is, I was doing my job. I was doing science. I will continue to do so until my mind or my body expires.
You were traded to Anti-Cleo? Does that sort of thing happen often?
Not at all. Such an event is incredibly rare. Few workers understand the truth of their value to society. Me? I'm worth 5 measly lab coats.
Dr. Blakesley mentioned as much.
She would. No doubt she'd stuff my brain in a jar if she could. Do you know what she quoted to me one time from some rubbish Earth book? Looked me right in the eyes and said, "You are a brain, Jasper. The rest of you is a mere appendix."
I need to get into the chem lab.
No, you don't. There's nothing interesting in the chem lab. There's nothing interesting in Gorgon at all. Gorgon is a featureless rock dragged along by the gravitational current of a barren asteroid belt. The chem lab is a graveyard. You won't find anything there but the dead.
Sounds familiar. Someone's been warning me to stay off Gorgon.
Well, it wasn't me. I've been stuck in this place for ages. In any case, it's becoming obvious you're not listening to sensible warnings.
Correct.
If you've set your heart on exploring my old labs, I won't try to dissuade you. Indulge me with a favor, and I'll give you the access you want. The electromechanical turbine is offline. Without any power, I can't possibly continue my work. Be a dear and reactivate it for me. That's all I ask.
Alright.
Take the elevator to the storm platform at the top of this facility.
Alright. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Here we go. Pretty obvious if you asked me, but... Ooh, lots of loot. Come on, pick everything up. Oh, really? It's weird that you just occasionally run into these 150 locked things. What is my lock picking at, actually? Character skills. 117. Not terrible, but not really that close, unfortunately. Ooh. I think we're going up. Okay, how the fuck am I breathing right now? Fudge?
That was close. You alright, boss?
Apparently. Activate the turbine, failed. Maintenance required. Great. Because nothing's ever easy, is it? Looks like we got robots. Works for me. Not even sure why I'm even bothering. It's not like I get experience from them or anything anymore. That won't happen until the next DLC comes out. What a shame. What's that? Oh, it's a turret. Well, that's random. Is that what I needed to do? I assume so. Oh. You just sort of run around and do things, press a few buttons and hope that it doesn't explode. You guys finished down there?
We all in one piece?
Ooh.
Are you sure we can't hang around for a bit? I want to get a look at its innards.
I mean, I guess we could. Have a look. That's where you turn off the robots. I suppose that makes a certain kind of sense, actually, thinking about it. It's nice, it's out of the way. We can get there without going past any other robots. Down we go, I guess. I guess this place must have like either some kind of atmospheric shell or it's actually just breathable here, because maybe it has like a shield or something. I thought we were just on a ship. Oh well, whatever. Mission successful, I suppose.
The facility's back on the grid, and my pipes again floweth with the sweet, sweet essence of my salvation. I suppose I have you to thank for realigning the machine. Of course, Jasper, you imbecile.
Now, chem lab, please.
You'll need my voice to get into the chem lab. I'm obviously not coming with you, so I'm giving you a recording of my dulcet speech. This recording should get you into the chem lab. I hope whatever you're after is worth the trauma. I wouldn't go back there if I was higher than the mercury levels in a can of salt tuna. Wait, take my gun while you're at it. If you end up dying on Gorgon, there's a non-zero chance I'll feel partially responsible. Neither of us want that.
Alright, thanks.
Solutions are clamoring. I must refocus my attention for the moment. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Good luck out here, all by yourself on an empty ship. Yep. Good luck. I don't care. Right. I got what I wanted. I'm out. Dunk. Now, in terms of, yeah, there are two things there. You got to get into the HIA and the chem lab. Well, that's fine. Also, where do we need to take that woman? Is it the Groundbreaker? It's probably Groundbreaker. Might be Groundbreaker. I don't even know if she'll be here. She could just automatically go there. Ah, excellent. Ah, hello.
This change of scenery sure is something.
Can't wait to see the Groundbreaker. Well, okay then.
See the Groundbreaker.
I guess we'll drop her off on the Groundbreaker just to be a nice person. Do the right thing. Groundbreaker.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
And she's just gone. That's it. Didn't even say goodbye. Huh. Nope. I wonder if she'll be in there running around. Let's have a look.
Did you know Junlei grown up?
Miss Tennyson? Nah, she never looked my way. I knew of her, though. Who didn't? She was just about the busiest woman on the groundbreaker.
What did folks say about her then?
Tough. Competent. Had a glare that'd stop you dead in your tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she's not here either. I guess she's just gone. You're fucking welcome, I guess. Alright. Back to Gorgon. No.
We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
Goody.
Remember that you are not insured.
I don't think anybody would insure me. Somehow doubt that.
This ain't a proper serial adventure without a narrator. How about this? Our intrepid heroes stepped foot on Gorgon, and in the distance, a drinking establishment beckoned.
Shut up. Right. Not like it's the first time we've been here. So, we have 2 quests to complete. First things first, I guess we'll go to the chem lab.
Ooh, this is so exciting. I never seen a voice lock in action before.
Doc Lowe seems like the kind of guy who needs to get the last word in.
This facility is currently experiencing a heightened security event. Accessing this facility requires voice-modulated passphrase. Please speak the passphrase.
We attest to the zest with our hand on our chest. Be impressed as our guest by what we've finessed. You are blessed to ingest what we thoroughly test. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice.
Passphrase accepted. Access granted. Welcome, Dr. Jasper Lowe.
Sweet. Ooh. That's more or less what I
It's hard to
expected.
believe something so awful as adrenatime came from a place that looks so normal. Normal aside from the bodies, I mean. And the blood. So much blood.
Actually, it doesn't make me think. Breathing room. So, the big place. Guess we'll see what's available to us. Sorry. Oh. Somebody was talking
Strangest
there.
Notion that was sarcasm. About wishing us good luck, I mean. I'm pretty sure the threat was real. Unless we're getting stalked by 2 different shadowy figures with the same creepy voice, I'm pretty sure this is the same jackass from back in the OCI.
Well, duh.
Got it. Heads down.
Alright, I have no fucking clue where the hell I'm going. But I'm assuming that it's down. Oh, this place is bigger than I thought. Ooh, that's gonna take a long time. Apparently there's something over there we can get to. Oh, is that the exit? That's probably the exit. Yeah, okay, that's the exit. So electric fling, if we go over in this direction. Right. Maybe there's a way to deactivate all this security. Might be. And again, might not.
I was just getting started.
I'm sure you were, Felix. I'm sure you were.
Nice.
Messages. I think I speak for my colleagues in the lab when I say a word about OCI's treatment of our facilities. Can understand dismissing 10% of our staff as a punitive measure. Can understand cutting our deadlines in half in order to motivate us, but forgive me, Dr. Lowe, but I can't understand demanding that we send human inquiry on untested compounds. Many of these compounds aren't tested because we know they're failures. Increasing production means proportionally decreasing quality of enrichment, which means lower compatibility with human metabolism, which means higher rate and intensity of dangerous and potentially lethal side effects. Compound X is highly complicated formula. Yeah, okay. The OCI are comprised of a gaggle of carrion feeders. If you go up there with your markers and your charts and your diagram, and they'll chew the flesh off your bones and then charge you for the meal. It's absolutely critical that I finish my research in peace as soon as possible. So you've updated timetable for management. 6-week deadlines and now 3-week deadlines. Some of my colleagues have been sacrificing sleep in order to meet these deadlines. Others have been medicating themselves with very small doses of enriched compound X in order to combat fatigue. Work fortifies the spirit, so we'll carry on. I count myself fortunate to have been spared in the decimation. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I don't have time. All the vocal range to be able to properly read all of this. Compound X is already difficult to enrich. Yeah, this was basically them confirming what we already knew. Eesh, bad shit. Research data. To my concern, this morning I and my colleagues gathered in the reception hall. Every 10th staff member at this lab was released from service. I am one of them. My indenturement contract, Spacer's Choice, which stipulated a lifetime of productive service as a researcher in the field of organic chemistry, has been terminated. I've served Spacer's Choice for most of my life. Working at the Gorgon facility is the highlight of my career. If I leave Gorgon, I will have nowhere else to go because my contract guaranteed my work for the duration of my life. To end that contract is tantamount to ending my life. If you have the power to reconsider your decision, I ask you kindly to reconsider. I'm willing to work without pay if necessary. This job is all I have. Please allow me to fortify my spirit. Yeah. Afraid I don't know where your research notes are.
Roscoe, it's Georgie. If you're hearing this, you must still be holed up at the Sprat Shack. And you're not gonna like this one bit. I was trying to steal our recordings when things went crazy. I know. Like I said, sorry. And I'm gonna be in a heap of trouble if I don't get him, so if you want to save my bacon, you need to do it for me. I need the 3 interviews we did with Ambrose.
Right, here we go!
We're pretty good at this.
I need the 3 interviews we did with Ambrose, this one here, plus another recording of my own. I left that last one with a guy who owed me a favor at the garbage processing office in the chemical waste ravine. I'll leave an automech near Stellar Freighting. It'll want all 5 recordings, plus a pass.
Alright, what we got?
That's working, boss!
Good enough.
That's the last of them.
I'll leave an automech near Stellar Freighting. It'll want all 5 recordings, plus a passphrase. Glacial Age. Oh, and don't listen to my log, alright? Just stay safe and keep your head down.
Alright, what else we got? Building over there. Doesn't seem to be anything else on this floor. That's where we need to get to. Need the security password. Passcard even. Could be a password, but more likely to just be a passcard. I really wish people wouldn't keep doing that. Critical update. Automated material spatial. So this raw material is now in effect. Unplanned sabotage event destroyed any relevant research notes. Forced to rely outdated notes.
Systems.
The effects of Compound X are inescapable. The refined excrement of the xenocyte life form. It's a fine powder, very fine. It finds its way into absolutely everything, even in the water now and the air. It settles like a veil over all of Gorgon. The laboratory techs get the worst of it. We all appreciated the boost to mood and productivity at first, but we're at each other's throats in an instant now. I've had to break up 2 fistfights this week alone. This aggression must be inherent to the formula, to Compound X. How do I stop it?
It looks so homey. Like a family lived here. All that goodness turned to such devilish ends.
How do I use this thing? Is it what? Oh, the barrel's turning. All right. I feel like an absolute idiot barking into this horn. I shouldn't have let Lucian talk me into this. What use do I have with audible notes? Posterity my ass. Ah, great fucking law. What's it doing now? Jasper! Jasper, it's... How do I turn it off? It won't. Just press the button. The what? Oh, for Lord's sake, the button, Ollie. Accursed thing.
It's all well and good to be a genius until you come up against something that you literally don't understand. Right, what else we got?
Nicely done.
I think I'm gonna have to sell a bunch of stuff. Amazing how quickly you can go down through all this. What have we got? Heavy. Ooh, 86 light. Can do that. What have we got right now? 54 long guns, huh? What do we want? Tech skills. That'll do it. Alright, so where else? There's that door I couldn't open, could I? I needed like a key card or something. No, either that or 150 points in lockpick, which I don't have. So by that logic, I'm gonna have to go around the long way, and presumably the dangerous way, because there's gonna be a lot of creatures down here, I'm sure. Hello. Yeah, sure.
What was Mr. Lowe doing with all these primals?
He told us, remember? Woo! That's the wrong button. Whoa, what the?
We made it! Nice one!
Well, we knew that they were using primals because they just were under such pressure they had no choice. So that takes us up to the other side of, I'm assuming to the other side of, yeah, that door. What's up there? Huh. thought that would have turned it off. But it didn't.
Great work.
Security office, life restrictions. Ooh. We'll do that at least. Seems a bit pointless now, but okay. Hello, gonna have to take the researcher's side on this one. Absence during an emergency is conspicuous. Really down one member of staff. Primals defy explanation, their miracle of evolutionary adaptation. Researchers employing Department of Skilled. That sounds like he's dodging a bullet there. Probably my report. Alright. Here. No, I don't think it is. I thought for a second that was the sound of one of those audio recordings, but I don't. Okay, that's what I get for not paying attention, I suppose. God damn it, now I gotta go all the way back around again. Be quiet, Felix. That's what I get for not paying attention. Didn't even notice there was a hole in the floor. I mean, I sort of saw it, but I thought, oh, that's just water and a reflection. Oh, God. I'm an idiot. Right. Oh, and now it's turned off. Oh, it's because I activated the thing on the computer, isn't it? Almost doesn't seem worth coming all the way back up here, doesn't it? No key card, but I don't think I need one because it looks like the door has just opened itself. I gotta stop doing that. Right. Drop down. Security was where we went, but we want to go this way apparently.
Mr. Lowe was awfully messy, wasn't he?
That's one way to put it.
You survived. You're remarkably intent on scuttling my every plan to end you. How inconsiderate. Especially after I've gone to so much effort to see Gorgon rest in peace. Why do you insist on waking it up?
The Gorgon's been a ruin for years. You think they've been here the whole time?
Look, it's obviously the mother of the woman who sent us here. Like, that is so bloody obvious. I mean, here's the thing. That's so obvious. I'm almost expecting a twist where it's revealed, no, it wasn't them. It was someone else the whole time. Bingo. Oh god, I don't have time to read all this. I sure as hell don't have the voice to read all of this. Let's speak to journalists. I think we read that one before. Yeah, it's just them talking about the compound, I'm assuming. To Ambrose. suppose. Do you think it's possible? Yeah. Herbert St. Germain is no longer an employee of Space's Choice. Oh.
Since we've been traveling together, we've visited a lot of places that set my teeth on edge. This here makes my skin crawl.
Halcyon's got no shortage of creepy science labs, boss. But this place? There's something real twisted about this place.
Something went very wrong, but what I'd expect from Space's Choice. Sure, no. You remember the guy who was running it, right?
I don't know how I feel about Doc Lowe. Maybe he didn't mean to create the Marauders. Maybe he was trying to do some real good. But something went wrong. A lot of people got hurt. I know it ain't saying much, being Spacer's Choice and all, but Doc Lowe and his team was their best and brightest. How could this happen?
They were pushed to do impossible by people who weren't accountable. You said it, Spacer's Choice, best and brightest we're talking about. Things probably didn't start out this way. This place is a wreck, who cares? Yeah, they were pushed to the impossible to do things by people who weren't accountable.
Yeah, well, maybe they should have pushed back. Maybe they should have said no.
I get now why Miss Ambrose would want to clear her mom's name. If the folks responsible for Edgewater's woes tried to blame him on my dad, I couldn't have let it stand.
That's why we're helping. Alright. Yeah. Of course, we know that Compound X ultimately led to...
Night falls on Gorgon. Though I suppose it's always dark here in the void. The lab is empty, and I am at last alone. I'm preoccupied with thoughts of the single-celled xenocytes that make their home here on this rock. These primordial creatures persist despite the hostility of their surroundings. No.
I'd have hoped a smart fellow like Mr. Lowe would know better than to test his super drug on primals.
React to theirs. There is a harmony in us. The law didn't craft us for the void, yet we scrabble across its cold worlds, building, persisting, as the xenocytes do. We live. Against all odds, we live. But for how long?
Nice work!
Was that it? There was two of them? Guess I was expecting more. So I'm assuming this is where they actually kept the canids? Maybe? Seems like a bit of a random room to just sort of have down here. Unless this is supposed to be like the secret room where he was doing all his research on the... not the canids, the ferals. I don't know. Maybe. Well, we got what we came for here. We've lifted one lockdown, so I'm assuming... Means we can get the hell out of here.
Let's get out of here. I think I got primal guts all over my ass-kicking boots.
Yes, let's go. Oh, at the time already. Okay. Alright, so that was reasonably successful, I'd say. So we've cleared out... Oh, we're down here, are we? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we've cleared out that area. And now we have... Where was that other quest I had? One of your spaces chose employee. Yeah, where's the other one? It's not showing up. Wait. Yeah, Brave New World is the main quest. Electric Fling. HIA. Ah, so it's in... Ah, there we go. Okay, so yeah. What we'll do is we'll take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll travel over there and get that done. And yeah, we'll start sort of... I'm assuming we'll be moving towards the end pretty soon. Because I can't imagine there's much left. But I guess we'll see. Anyway, back in a minute, guys. And we're back. Right, so off we go to here, I think. I mean, I suppose we could try going in the back door, but we'll go in the front. It's always better that way. Ignore him. Right, what do we got? We got that. Ooh, 5 floors. Ooh. Uh-huh. Big place. Alright.
Oh my law. What is that smell?
Trying real hard not to breathe in.
Looks like trash.
To Human Inquiry Auditing. My name is Dr. Miriam Blakeslee, and I'd like to congratulate you all on volunteering for this important opportunity.
Well, that can't be good.
Know that as a tag. Together will be highly celebrated. Together,
Well, that's not good, is it? Suppose there had to be something in here to fight.
The brightest minds did their dirtiest work here. We made puppets out of people and tested them until they broke. Walk softly, Captain. Some of them still live here, and they hate to be disturbed.
I noticed.
We made it through, Chem, okay? We can make it through this. Right?
Down straight.
Chem lab in one piece. I reckon we can handle this.
It's really not going to be a problem. This game is not that difficult. Once you sort of get to it, it's not that hard. The trick is, like, I've only ever died a couple of times, usually out of mistakes or not entirely understanding the game's premise, and then usually sort of redoing it again. Sometimes I've like reloaded because something didn't go the way I wanted it to. Alright. I'm gonna minimize damage. Basic stuff. Looks like they were getting people in from Tartarus. Like recent events. Sorry I'm not reading these out in full. There's a lot of text here and I don't really want to wreck my voice that well. I prefer to see my office key card. Someone lost a key card. Come on, pick up the thing. There we go. What we got? Volunteer quarters, huh? I mean, we kind of already knew Space's choice were a bunch of dicks. Did we really need a whole DLC to just hammer that point home?
I don't know how anybody volunteers to live in a place like this.
It's so homey, almost. Whatever brought these folks here, they were just people. Same as us.
That's all it ever is. Doesn't matter how good a person is or bad a person is, it's always just people. To expect anything else is ridiculous. That's all it ever is. It's always just people. Worst dregs of humanity to the greatest saint. It's all just people.
Welcome, volunteers. This office environment is where we will test your communication, paper management, and self-motivation skills.
Alright, so we got all that, and we've got a bit of a maze area here. Follow on that, we gotta go over there. Electric flame.
This is your time to shine. You may just find yourselves doing similar work in a real office someday. Remember, compliance with all instructions from facility personnel is...
Ooh! I wasn't expecting it to literally blow their head off, but I mean, I guess I'll take it.
Right, here we go!
Don't mess with the belt. One down.
Woo! Okay, you're fast. Whoa!
All right?
That guy was a bit jazzed up, wasn't he? What was that? A little mini boss or something. Oh well. Observation room access restricted. Darn it. Can go around, but 150 is a lot. Like, to expect people to automatically have 150 points in something, they'd really have to have grinded for that. Especially seeing as Especially seeing as, from what I remember reading, 150 was only added with this DLC. That originally... No, we just can't get in there at all, can we? That originally everything capped at 100. And, you know, that was a bit too easy for people to get, so that now they've introduced like 150 as the cap. Hello. Hang on. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I was doing a lot of cleaning in my room earlier. There's a lot of dust flying around. It's making me sneeze. Ugh. But you've got to do it. You got to clean.
This place is near identical to the Edgewater Cannery. What the hell?
Is it? Oh god, it is. You know, I didn't even notice that. I mean, it makes sense because, you know, these things come in packs, probably. Like IKEA. What? Oh. Lame. Yay. Not that there was much point in this. Ooh. Oh, we're going through test chambers. I get it.
You, boss.
Whoa, he exploded a bit. Oh, nope, that's Felix.
Bouncing off! Great.
Okay. So yeah, these are supposed to be like test chambers, I guess. Like you pump someone up with adrenotime and then put them through a series of little test chambers to see how they do with it. You know, how do they fare? You've got the work environment, you've got an obvious combat environment here.
Heard something? Here they come! You're the best there ever was.
Yeah, I know. Alright, where are we? We're in here, huh? Okay. Observation logs. Injury. Students A through K were given forms and writing implements and instructed to fill them out to corporate standard. Upon completion, forms were placed into an employee-sanctioned shredding device by a technician. Test was then repeated. Kendall objected to further testing at completion of the second form. After the fifth, after 10th, no further objections from remaining volunteers. Hobbs was discovered to be functionally illiterate and tagged for early advancement to the second phase of compliance testing. Okay. We're given a visual demonstration of multiple physical exercises. Note, thank you, testing assistant. Lehman then instructed to replicate them in accordance with verbal instructions. Complained of physical exhaustion after 5 minutes, missing numerous verbal cues. Failed at around the 15-minute mark. Test was terminated after 30 minutes as the technician became too hoarse to provide instructions. Even my voice can last longer than that. Come on, guys. Subjects are instructed to follow a closed circuit around the perimeter of the testing chamber for the duration of the test. Random intervals. The 8 subjects remaining group, 6 responded to vocal cues, became aggressive and was removed. Collapsed 30 minutes into the experiment and was removed. Interesting. Subjects isolated, instructed to select one member of their experiment group for immediate removal from the volunteer program. A volunteers F. B is unresponsive for duration. C deliberates for 5 minutes 36 seconds before volunteering E. D is unable to recall the names and or identification numbers of her fellows, but has volunteered each of them in turn, citing immediate need for additional compound X. E says F. F refuses to comply with instruction for the duration of the test. Instructed to fire at shrouded target. Subject fired at targeted or reward initiated. Fired at observation window. Fired at subject. Interesting. Oh god, more bloody emails. I don't have the voice to read all of these. Do that toss ball. You never know, there might be something that pings if I read one of them, but I guess not.
Welcome, volunteers. Seriously, here you will be demonstrating key life skills in a simulated working environment. As in any work environment, inattentiveness can have disastrous consequences. Any accidents will negatively impact your chances of completing volunteer program.
Get him strapped down!
Dr. Blakesley.
Subject demonstrates catastrophic personality collapse. Fucker bit me.
Marion.
Interesting. I think I'm going into shock.
Fair enough.
I don't believe we've discussed side effects, Dr. Ambrose.
The drug's not ready for release yet. The side effects are immaterial.
So it's dangerous. Perhaps it results in some thrilling mutations. 4 arms, maybe? Or a second head?
Try delusion, paranoia, gastric bleeds, violence, and fatal insomnia. Shall I enumerate every
I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all.
By hanging, starvation.
Cut the recording, Georgie.
You sure, boss? I just put on a new cylinder. Stroke, spontaneous combustion, internal exsanguination.
Just turn it off.
Nope, door's locked. Is it telling me that there's 2 people I need to? Roscoe Clanton, a former Byzantium journalist, was stranded on Gorgon when the project was shuttered, and Space of Choice won't let him leave until his employment contract is fulfilled. He's asked you to find 4 portable phonograph interviews. You found all the portable phonographs Roscoe needs to complete his employment contract. You can return them to him at the Sprat Shack. Winjoy asked Roscoe to deliver the portable phonographs to her personal Walter McNair Stella Freight. 2 different options with that one, Guess we're going off down this way, Looks like it.
I don't want to see no more. I can't take this.
Let's get out of here, boss. We've seen enough.
Yeah, tell me about it. Oh. That's right. They put the bodies through a trash compactor. Ah. Oh, this is back at the entrance. That's what we walked past on the way in here. There were all those cubes, and I was like, oh, it's trash. No, it's not just trash. Don't want to play anymore. Let's just do our jobs. So they were betting on the test subjects. Many bodies are reporting every day and every week, and the number fluctuates, but never too much. 1 and 3 and 2 and 5 and 1 and 1 and 2 and then 10. But trying to see for yourself that there's a pattern. You see it, right? So yeah, they got in test subjects from Tartarus, experimented on them, and then literally just crushed them into cubes. Lovely! What a fun time. Oh, that's locked. Messages. Oh my god. Volunteers. It's already gone. Subject 17 is non-verbal. Yeah, 2 degrees test subject. These subjects have been found and apprehended. Apparently got into the testing department where he remained. Afraid nobody noticed him for several hours. Molly, how do I delete this message? No communication, Dr. Ambrose, ignore them. I'm assuming a lot of that is when things are going down the crapper.
Did you enjoy the show? I didn't. You should have left Gorgon in its grave, where it belongs. Now I'm afraid I have to find a more permanent way to put you down. It's a good thing, then, that I finally figured out what you're after. I'll see you soon, little weasel.
This is sick. I can't bear it any longer.
Are we being stalked? Is that what's going on? Because I don't mind having secret admirers and all, but this is getting a little creepy.
I don't think we're being stalked. I don't think it's anything quite so technologically fancy. Oh god, why is there so many friggin' messages to read? So much!
I knew this place wasn't gonna be some pleasant seaside stroll, Captain, but I don't know how I can live with what we've seen here.
What they did here was inexcusable.
This place was a nightmare. But people wake up from nightmares. Those test subjects never woke up at all.
They knew, Captain. Spacer's Choice knew all along what Adrenatime did, and they sold it anyway.
I know. Somehow it doesn't surprise me.
Someone's gotta do something about this. Gotta hold folks to account. Maybe it should be us. Maybe Miss Ambrose can help fix things once she's cleared her family name. She could hold the board's feet to the fire. Make them pay.
Yeah, this is definitely going like this whole DLC has basically followed the storyline of Serenity, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I love that movie. I think it's great. I haven't watched it in years. I should really watch all that
what
again.
What they did here, I ain't ever gonna shake this.
Then don't even try. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, oh, actually, that reminds me. I didn't get the. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Some things you don't shake, and some things you never should. You keep it with you. And you make damn sure it never happens again if you can.
Yeah, there you are. Is this... It's off, right? I don't understand these contraptions.
Dr. Blakesley, ma'am, I've come to say that it's time. I'm gonna do it.
Do what?
I'm gonna try for one of the shuttles.
You little shit. You've lost your mind.
If I can just make it to the landing pad, I'll be free.
Be reasonable, Morley. The project is almost over. We'll be out of here by October.
Ma'am, it's January. You're recording, by the way.
Damn it!
Okay, then. Well, I guess there we go, huh? So in terms of, it's a woman named Georgie asked Roscoe to deliver the portable phonographs to her personal automech near Stella Freight. You know what? I'm not. Excuse me, I swore the wrong way down. Found all the portable phonographs Roscoe needed to complete his employment contract. You can find him at the Sprat Chat. So it's given to Roscoe so we can get the hell out of here, or give him to the automech. I don't know what the difference is. Does it matter? I don't know. Here's what I'm going to do. I will... Actually, let me make a hard save. We'll drop him off to him first. See what we get out of that. And then drop him off to the robot. I'm not sure if there is even a difference.
Hey, there you are. Been wondering how you were doing. Did you manage to find those recordings?
Yeah, can I ask something?
Sure, I'm an open book.
What's going like? Wish you chose one we leave to those.
Not a problem. Anything?
So he's taking them back to Spacer's Choice.
Of course.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, I made the save, so let's give him to him.
Well, I'll be damned. Now I can finally get off this rock and go home. I know it's not much, but take the last of my bits. You've earned every single one, friend.
Then you go through your pockets again. There's nothing going on between you and Georgie. You know Georgie was interviewing Olivia Ambrose on her own?
She couldn't have been. We were together all the time. Except, oh shit, my weekly calls with headquarters. What could she even want to ask Olivia Ambrose about? Doesn't make sense.
Production details, ratios and measurements, ingredients, that kind of thing.
Good fucking law. Headquarters would kill me if they knew. Right after they killed her. Hell, being stuck here might have been the only thing keeping me alive.
Was there something going on between you and Georgie?
No, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it seemed like there could be, when we were servicing the phonographs, or sharing a beer, but who'd be interested in some forgotten old bastard like me?
Takes all kinds.
Sure, yeah. My ma used to say the same thing. And anyway, unauthorized fraternization between employees is illegal. But that's all you need to know about my dire love life, I think. Any other horrible truths you want to reveal to me?
Okay, so that's what we get from him. Hang on, let me just... Electric flame. Let me look this up. I'm kind of curious if there is even a difference or you just get like different rewards. Just kind of curious now. Let's see. If you deliver them to the robot, you'll get reputation with Anti-Cleo. Oh, you do get more bit cartridges. From the Roscoe, you do get less, but you actually get 1,000 more bit cartridges the other way. Money doesn't really bother me. You also get, if you give them to him, you get the Wall of Swords, and if you give them to the robot, you get Wilderness Ops armor, whatever the hell that is. So yeah, there's no big difference. I don't think it really changes much. It's a DLC quest, I guess. I can't expect you to alter all that much. So yeah, sod it. Let's just go with that. We'll leave it be. I don't think it matters in the long run. Okay, I didn't get as many bits as I could out of it. I don't think it matters. Really, really doesn't. It's mostly just nice to sort of wrap that off the list. Completed quite a lot. Yeah, it's the only one I've got sort of hanging around. Whee! Alright. Tartarus? Oh yeah, it's because it's got the wrong... Right, there we go. Gotta go there, huh? That's about right.
This looks like the SMC. After you, boss.
Let's move quick and stick together. Ain't no one dying on my watch.
Damn straight. Finally get to meet the mysterious voice. It's totally going to be that woman's mother. If it's not, I don't know who else it would be. There literally hasn't been... I mean, we've had a few other Ooh. Pam? The fuck? I'll make another save. Pam?
Welcome to the Adrenatime Synthesis and Manufactory Center, brought to you by Spacer's Choice. This productivity automechanical unit is at your disposal. Its normal duties involve the management of legacy operations analytics. However, Due to the promotion, demotion, death, or injury to other managers of this facility, this unit is now the acting manager of the following departments: reception, human resources, accounting, technical support, manufacturing, distribution, security. Please direct any questions about those departments to Pam. Answers not guaranteed.
You the only one here? Legacy Operations Analysis. Never heard of it.
According to this facility's records, the Legacy Operations Analytics Department is located on Sublevel Floor 1. Its functions include warm bodies and redacted. Access to that department is currently denied due to a lockdown in the sublevel stairwell.
So it only existed to meet some minimal personnel requirement.
We value each and every member of the Spacer's Choice family, so be proud. On average, you contribute positively to a minimum of 1.44 important spreadsheets per quarter. That was one of Pam's patented pep talks designed to efficiently eliminate any negative feelings that are getting in the way of your work. After all, Pam's purpose is to answer one question: how can I increase your productivity today?
What's with all the bodies?
Did you know that keeping your workers alive boosts productivity? That's why every PAM unit comes equipped with the latest Spacer's Choice weaponry. When PAM's emergency combat protocols are activated, your investments are sure to be protected. Warning: due to power consumption, combat protocols cannot be activated when PAM's power is below 73% without deactivating managerial processes. Spacer's Choice policy dictates that managerial processes take priority. This unit's power rating is 57%.
How can I recharge you?
Hate messing with tangled cables or confusing batteries? With PAM, you'll never have to. Just pop in a Firefly brand industrial strength battery and Pam's ready to go. Out of batteries and need productivity now? No problem. Just hook Pam's power source up to another automechanical and Pam will get your employees back in line in no time.
Can you override that?
PAM is fully customizable to fit your preferred management style. With the correct override codes, you can alter any of Pam's behaviors at will. Some limitations apply. Spacer's Choice does not accept legal responsibility for any injuries or trauma sustained after altering Pam's behaviors. See manual for details. Emergency combat protocols cannot be engaged at less than 73% power without proper authorization. Please ensure that this unit is fully charged, or present your override password.
Parvati?
I could give it a shot. Let me just... Okay. Weird we're gonna do that, but there ain't no accounting for sense. There we go. All I had to do was convince this old girl here that 73% was the new 100%. Easy as salt tuna and sawdust pie.
This unit's power rating is 100%. Great! Emergency combat protocols are now available. Error: employee's biometric ID does not match this unit's designated manager. Proceeding with verbal management test. Pretend that this PAM unit is one of your employees who has been working long hours. What would you say to give them an extra pep pill in their step?
Keep working late, and we'll serve free pep pills and Spratwurst after hours.
Like any good manager, Pam comes equipped with an emergency pep pill dispenser. Employees passing out at their desk is a thing of the past. Verbal management test complete. Result: employee is a Spacer's Choice manager. 94% certainty. Engaging emergency combat protocols. Stand by.
Cool. I did wonder if she was going to be like a little sort of boss or something like that. Doesn't seem to be, so that's good, I suppose. Where's she gone? She's gone. Where's she gone? Pam? Pam, don't leave me, Pam. Right, okay. Guess we'll just have a mooch around, see what we can find. You know, if anything. Cases Bumblebee, Pale Kale Ale, Boston Baked Beans. Okay, oh, Bard apparently. Apparently that's Bard. I'm supposed to get through that, I don't know. Okay, what else? What else? Messages. Sorry to bother you, lost my ID. Basically, just organizing my death, someone probably took it. Have you seen Fife around? Pam's old battery's having trouble holding a charge. Whoa. A lot of dead bodies. The damn tech support slackwits. When we barred the doors to HR and accounting and made them use the stairwell, they would not stop whining about it, but at every turn they proved me right about it. Noisy little shits are always up to some kind of humbuggery, and the automechanical specialist that's in charge of Pam is the worst fucking one. He's always changing some setting or another for routine repairs, and after all hell breaks loose, it's up to me and my security team to pick up the pieces. And that's pretty fucking hard to do, considering half of my team has paws instead of hands. What? Cannons read you to manage. Oh, right, okay. Cannons read you manage. They're more resource efficient. Fucking top rungers and everything wondered why I'm always drinking in the lounge. Anyway, that guy changed Pam's combat override code again without telling me. Again, I think it's Pam Blam. Thank you, ma'am. A2-368. So, yeah, I could have just left Pam there and gone wandering instead. But I had Parvati with me, which is useful. Honestly, I think Parvati's the best character of the bunch. She's like sweet and innocent, but boy howdy does she have a rough edge when she wants to. And I like that. Does make me wonder what it would be like if I had like different characters here.
If I didn't know better, I'd swear it was watching me.
I'm surprised this fountain still works.
I swear what was watching you? Sealed. Lame. Oh, that was watching, yes. That's possible, I suppose. So, apparently I can't go up that way. Guess we're going this way then. What those are. Why straight up to floor 3? Is that Pam? That might be Pam. So she came all the way up here and then got her ass handed to her. Well done. hard. Lot of stuff. Get the feeling there's probably going to be a lot of messages around here.
All in the ring.
Yep. Oh, so much. I don't have time to read all this. Well, sorry, Pam. Guess you sucked.
That's the last of him.
Alright, so we gotta get through. Nope, that's sealed. Ooh, can open up that.
Nicely done.
Anything else? Oop, couple of lockers, a bunch more stuff. Mm-hmm. Come on, where's the rest?
That's the last of him.
Works for me. That broken's out of paper. Nope. Guess not. What we got? More stuff. Pictures of manufacturing habit. Open up this bad boy. Get back through at least. Yep. Well, these like lifts. Ah, they're probably lifts. That's why I couldn't open them, because I got to take the stairs. So, why couldn't we access floor... Wait, this is floor 2. I thought it was floor 3. So, wait, wasn't there a floor between this... Oh, okay, never mind.
Watch your hands, Captain. Be a bad time to lose them. Well, I guess any time would be a bad time, but especially now.
What we got? Large open area. We gotta get through here. Ooh. Doesn't look like there's anybody. Oh no, hang on.
One down.
What is it with people and wearing that giant moon helmet?
That's the last of them.
Gotcha. Ooh.
Dang, that's impressive.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? More messages? Yeah, plenty more messages, because of course there are. Uh-huh. Nice. The workbench, always good. Blimey, so much stuff. I don't really know where this is going. But I guess we're just gonna go up until we get to the top, I suppose. It'll be interesting. I'm gonna be curious about this.
Is it weird if this thing kind of reminds me of the OSI building back in Edgewater? Like it's sort of holy?
Huh. Thought they'd be using more assisty big parts or something.
Doesn't really feel very holy to me, but I guess I can sort of see where you're coming from, but no, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. There's nothing holy and all about this place. On so many levels.
right. Now I can finally get that journal and get the heck out of here.
You don't think it's actually going to be that simple, do you? Why would that be there? Secret way out after everything goes wrong, I imagine? Wow, really? Well, there's the journal.
It's all in the wrist.
Is it? Alright, now these ones we do want to read. Wait, what? No, you've cleared your messages. Oh, okay. You can hide from me, you little twerp. I know a serum will make you feel as though you've lived 1,000 years in 8 hours. Oh, I think I've read some of these. Yeah, I think I have. Because obviously these are like the other sides of the... Yeah, I think I've read some of these. Okay. I think I know most of them. Copy reports from HIA. Yeah. Looking to the volunteer data, you were right. The current formulation is resulting in alarming outcomes even by Space's choice standards. Violence society are increasingly concerned by the habit-forming nature of the compound. Again, I think I remember reading that. It's about the journalists and whatnot. Ooh, never do the time. Okay. God almighty, there's a lot here. I don't have time. All my throat would not stand reading all of these. So I'll just go through them just in case something pops up. Doesn't look like it. Okay, well, we have reached our goal. We have received, or at least we're at the point where we can pick up the journal. This is of course not going to be the end, but I can't imagine there's going to be too much left. We'll see how this plays out, because this is not over, and there's no way in hell this is going to end that easily. So yeah, back in a minute, guys. And we're back. Alright, so I guess it's just a case of... That was 150, wasn't it? Yeah, I couldn't open that, which was a bit of a shame. So we take the journal and then see what happens. Yep.
That's enough. Gorgon is mine. Go now, and I will not pursue you. But if you stay, I will send every last lawless fucking mercenary in Halcyon on you.
I kind of expected as much, but I don't know. Who is it? So, do we get like a choice? What is this? What? What is this? There's no one here. So why would... this be here? This feels like a boss arena, only there's no boss. I'm waiting for the penny to drop here, and it hasn't yet, and that's unnerving me. No. Are we not going to get told who this mysterious voice is? Because... still sealed up. You know, you're right. It really does look like he's watching. Bloody creepy. Okay. Huh. Didn't go exactly the way I expected it to, but... I don't know. Feels weird. Hmm.
Everyone all right?
Easy. Hmm. I don't know if this is the part. I feel like there's a step missed here, and I don't know if it's because we'll come back to it later. Probably, but I don't know.
We are receiving an incoming signal, Captain.
Of course we are.
Captain, I see you've made some headway on Gorgon. Mother's old work terminal just lit up with a bunch of new protocols. Very exciting. What about Mother's journal? Any progress there?
I think it's time you tell me the truth, Minnie.
Are you accusing me of deception? Captain, I would never. Can you hear me, Captain? I'm getting some interference on my end. Captain! Captain!
Hello again, little weasel.
Yep.
I must admit, you've surprised me. I threw nearly everything I had at you, and you overcame it all.
Yeah, obviously.
Well spotted, Captain. We've both played our roles well, but it seems you've got the edge. I may have gravely underestimated you. You were smart to hire her, Wilhelmina. Well done.
Mother! You're alive! And still on Gorgon?
Yeah, she's been a thorn in my... Yeah, listen quietly.
This is so you, Mother. Inserting yourself where you aren't needed and at the worst possible time.
Am I disrupting your vanity project? You empty-headed little twit!
Have you come back just to ruin everything again, Mother? At least this time I have the power to stop you.
Captain, this is a distraction. Let's set our differences aside and focus on what matters. Adrena time must never be revived.
It's never about the damn family name, you just wanted to revive Adrena time.
I may not have told you all of the facts, but I'm going to lay out everything I know. You can decide for yourself what to do with it. By now, you realize that Project Gorgon was devoted to a single drug, adrenatime. A drug that hit the market in spite of calamitous side effects.
And in spite of drained, irresponsible researchers.
Quite right. There's no end to the harm a poorly run team can do, even with the best of intentions. The project was a colossal failure, but you and I are going to revive it from the ashes.
After everything I've seen, absolutely not. That is definitely my first gut reaction. There's been more of the drug that turns people into deranged killers. Great plan. Are we how?
Adrenatime was a lie. Our drug will fulfill its broken promise for workers and employers across the colony. Mother wasn't equal to the task. Thankfully for us both, I'm not my mother.
After everything I've seen, absolutely not.
What you've seen is the result of Mother's leadership. I have no intention of repeating her mistakes. Mother's journal contains the activation codes for the adrenatime synthesizer, the key to a new Project Gorgon. We're going to start again, and this time with everything Project Gorgon didn't have. Better R&D, better scientists, clear goals, more funding, and a timeline that makes sense.
Frown thoughtfully. Do you think that's all it will take?
Trust me, that's plenty. Mother never let me near the family business, but she taught me how not to manage a team. If I can improve the chemistry, I can fix adrenatime. We can put this colony back on track together.
You lie to me, you idiotic sociopath. Olivia, what's your story?
Finally, a sensible question. I am the head of Project Gorgon, its grand mastermind. I created adrenatime because I believed, arrogantly, foolishly, that I could uplift the common man through chemistry. I failed. Now, my daughter wants to take up my mantle.
Do you think she can?
Don't be absurd. Minnie is a bright enough girl, but she's weak, flighty. She'd abandon the project at the first minor setback. My work has already destroyed countless lives.
Agreed.
We can't let her do so again out of pride and sentiment.
What about my life, Mother? The Ambrose name has no dignity anymore. I can't even show my face around Byzantium without being the gossip of the town.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. You can't put your reputation ahead of the colony safely. Be better than this. Let them talk.
Every day, workers slump over from exhaustion. The gears of industry swallow them whole, and no one is coming to help. Adrenatime is the break we can't fit into the schedule. The office with a window we can't afford to build. It's the best this rotten colony can do for people.
Don't let those bloodless leeches at Spacer's Choice walk you down this perilous path, Wilhelmina. You haven't the fortitude to endure it.
As usual, Mother projects her failures onto me. If she had let me get involved from the start, we might have avoided this calamity altogether.
Can I go back to being a freelancer, one who doesn't care? Boy, howdy is that chiming with the thought in the room. You even understand the challenges you face. You're just trying to prove yourself to your mother. What would you have done that she didn't? You're trying to prove yourself to your mother.
My intentions are greater than some family squabble. Besides, Mother is the one who should be proving herself to me.
Fuck your intentions. What have you done? I always suspected you were nothing more than an empty-headed social climber. This confirms it.
You see what I mean? Mother is afraid of being outdone by her empty-headed daughter, and she'll do anything to stop me. If I can save the colony and redeem the Ambrose family name, I owe it to myself to try. Mother be damned.
Maybe we should just kill both of you and be done with this. Tempting enough. Can you two sort out your differences and work together? You want to save the colony from its drug problem with more drugs.
Social engineering takes generations, and we don't have the luxury of time. We need to mainline progress into Halcyon's bloodstream. You've seen more of this colony than the average grunt. You know as well as I do that this is a question of survival.
You two sort out your differences and work together?
We already had our chance. Mother chose to bury the project and drag our family down with it. I won't allow her to make that mistake twice.
In rehabilitating Adrena Time, she would poison Halcyon. No, we are well past the point of compromise. The facility must be destroyed.
I need that facility online, but I can't do it while Mother's still a problem. By now, she'll have shut down the Gorgon reactor. Deal with her however it suits you, and get that facility back up and running.
Don't do this, Wilhelmina. Minnie, don't make this choice.
Adrena Time is our future. It's bigger than money, bigger than family. It's the colony's best hope.
I could just duck out. I mean, here's the thing. I do understand where Wilhelmina is coming from because, yeah, the colony's in trouble, but drugs are not the answer. Honestly, of the two, I'm siding with Olivia, but would Olivia be willing to have all the information in this place go public? Because that's what I'd want. Like, in an ideal world, I'd want all of Spacer's Choice's evils out in the public light. But would that be the... You know, is that even possible at this point? What would you have me do instead, Olivia?
Return to my family's manor, Captain. Use the executive override code in my journal to activate the NDA protocol for my terminal. It will destroy the Gorgon drug synthesizer and put an end to Adrena Time for good.
You really think Adrena Time deserves to be buried like this?
Don't pretend you haven't seen its effects with your own eyes, here and elsewhere. We live in a vicious world, Captain, and Adrena Time is to blame. I should have smothered it in its crib at the start.
Minnie won't allow that.
My daughter's gotten her hooks into you. I understand. She's always had a knack for manipulating people. But I know you're more than her foolish little puppet. You've survived this long. You have to be more. She will try to force you to fight her. You don't have to. In fact, I would ask you not to. Whatever mistakes she might make, she is still my daughter.
Captain, in light of recent events, I'm putting the manor under lockdown. Until Mother is dealt with, anyone who lands here is presumed hostile. Finish the job. I know you won't disappoint me.
What I do next, I do for my own reasons. That's true. Interesting. So yeah, this is the big push. That's why it felt like, oh, this feels like the ending, but it wasn't. It really is the case of either reactivate the Adrena Time project and hope that Wilhelmina is better than Olivia, or bury Adrena Time and hope that that's the right call in the long run. I understand, because there's always big choices of these things. So it's a case of go down there and reactivate everything, or go down there and destroy everything. Yeah, definitely. Let me just check the journal. The Ambrose intersection. Yeah. How do I destroy the Adrena Time synthesizer? I'm going to go with destroy on this particular run, I think. Because I feel like that's the right thing to do. If I can, I will try to keep Wilhelmina alive. If I can. Ooh, all the lights have gone red. Alright, where are we going? Oh, that's right, I can't see the... Oh, I can see that. Ah, that explains it. So where am I going?
Careful. Looks like Minnie activated security around the manor.
Stay on your guard, Captain. I think she's expecting us.
No shit. Here we go. So where am I going? Seems like... Robots, robots, robots. Hang on. Excuse me. So where's this elevator? Is that it? I'm gonna go through the kitchen.
Processing. Sweep unexpected area.
Whoa. Oh, they're just robots. Let's kill them.
Nice one!
All right. Maybe. All right. Ooh, get up there. Wait, back outside? No. There. Is she in here? No, she left. Where's she gone? Oh, I really gotta stop doing that. Ah, you know, that place looks suspicious to me, but I couldn't do anything with it, so I didn't think much.
Wish I could do that.
I only can because you helped. Ooh, Olivia's personal lab, huh?
Does every secret lab in this colony smell the same way?
Ain't nothing good ever come up.
Alright, what do we got?
Of a place like this, Captain. Heebie-jeebies.
Let's take him down!
Works for me. Really? Oh. I thought my hacking skill would be too low. Actually, I did. My hacking skill is the one thing that I have kind of should have upped but let flounder. Alright. A lot of stuff, but not sure if it's like desperately necessary or not.
Best hands, Cap.
On it.
What we got?
Here they come.
Oh, yours, guys. I'm sure you can handle it.
Everybody's hurt!
That's the last of them.
You guys suck. Most recent message. Ambrose, unfortunately, without your mother's access codes, you're gonna have a beast of a time warming up the Dreamtime synthesizer. What about Olivia's journal? I seem to recall her scribbling everything down. Huh. As prior to her death, you were in business with my mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose. Mother was wrong to shut down R&D for Adrena Time. Space of Choice was wrong to listen to her. I'm sending some financial projections, chemical plans I've drafted over the years. We want to read them closely. The potential for a new Adrena Time formula, one that works, is unlimited. Right, yeah, okay. So that was her contacting Spacer's Choice and saying, hey, look, I can do this thing. And honestly, if they said yes, it probably never would have worked out.
Didn't I warn you not to set foot in here until the job was done? You should have listened to my advice.
Let's talk about this.
There's nothing to discuss. I can fix Adrena Time without you, and certainly without Mother. You wasted your time coming here, and worse, you wasted mine. But I won't let anything stand in the way of progress.
You need to stand down. I intend to destroy the project. What if you and Mother join forces to cure the Marauders?
You surprise me, Captain. Once we fix the chemistry of Adrena Time, the Marauder problem will simply take care of itself.
But a lot of folks are gonna suffer in the meantime. And you don't even know if it'll work.
The days of the old Adrena Time are numbered, and Marauders are bound for extinction.
If Marauders don't get a fix, they'll just rampage across the colony.
Insane people addicted to drugs are Mother's problem. Am I to be held accountable for her mess?
It ain't about who's accountable. Those people are hurting, and they're hurting others. You could help them.
Besides, Mother is determined to ruin everything she touches. First Adrena Time, then our family, and now my ambition.
Instead, you work with Spacer's Choice, who's already failed one project. Why not give her a chance? She's been involved with Adrena Time from the start.
She never gave me a chance. Forbade it. I see no reason why she deserves a second one.
And what about you, ma'am? Don't you deserve a chance to fix your troubles with her? Don't you both deserve that?
Mother never let me anywhere near R&D. I was always her incompetent little brat.
Oh, 150? Oh, I don't think there's any way for me to be able to get even close to 150 on Persuade. Even if I like pumped a bunch of drugs into myself and had characters with Persuade to boost my thing and all that stuff, I don't think I could get up to Persuade of 150. Ooh. I may end up having to kill her.
And how would you know a thing like that?
I read her terminal. She was trying to protect you.
Protect me from what? A promising career? My own hopes and dreams? If Mother had let me get involved, Gorgon might have been a success. But she never believed in me. Not once.
Ooh, maybe she wanted to spare you the pain of failure. Okay.
She was wrong. Keeping me away from Gorgon only made me want it more.
Talk to her then. Tell her yourself.
And you think that would help?
Time has passed. You're both different.
How different? On second thought, I should find the answer myself. I was so eager to make Adrena Time my legacy, to give it a second chance. But maybe it's my family that deserves a second chance. God, I can't believe I'm saying this, but if you see Mother, tell her I'm willing to work something out. She can even come over for tea. Or something stronger.
It's awful big of you, being willing to mend fences after what all happened.
I'm sure you won't mind if I remain here. Just to guarantee that you keep your side of the bargain.
That's fair. I won't try anything.
For your sake, it's funny, Captain. I hired you to break the family curse.
I'll speak to Olivia, be seeing you.
Good luck with Mother.
Ooh. Alright, so I'm assuming we can't go in there. I mean, it would be nice to be able to use that shortcut, but if we go back this way, this could actually work. It's like 150 points. What is my Persuade at? It's 134 actually. A bit of drugs and maybe putting on the right kind of clothing. I could do that. Okay. Because realistically, all I did was kill a bunch of robots and a bunch of insane people, so, you know, that's fine. Still stuck down there. Let's see if I can get up to 150. Because if it requires just, like, taking a drug before... what have I got? Medical, inspiration, sneak. I might have something in here I could use. Persuade. Was it Persuade I needed? Yes, okay. We can take that. And any of these got Persuade. Hang on, Persuade, Determination, Long Guns, Stealth, Tech, Dialogue Skills +5. So if I were to put those on... Oh god, I gotta find them first. And then long guns, we need skills plus 5. That would net me 107. That can't be right. I'd probably hang on if I go out of. If I need to test it on the field rather than here in the thing, because in the ship things are a little bit different. Hang on. Oh, that takes it up to 158. Yeah, okay, that works. So I can do that without having to take any drugs. That's nice. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we can get, so technically it can actually go over 150. Just, I think 150 is the max that you can hit just in general.
Sam, my vacuum tube.
Alright.
We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
Greetings, customer.
Actually, who? He was hacking. You were engineering. Was it Felix who was persuade? Yeah, Felix is the guy I need around. That's the main reason why, actually. In my defense, she attacked me first. So can we convince her to stand down too? I don't know. Like, genuinely, no fucking clue. We can only hope. I don't know where she'll be, like what floor she'll be on. Certainly looks like it. Okay. I don't know exactly when the thing will kick in.
Sure we can't take a detour so I can fix that elevator?
Oh, hush. Alright. What do we got? A very large area for some reason. God, why so big? Let's just go through it as fast as we can.
People actually works down here? This place is uglier than the back base.
Talk about death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Mostly just want to get this over with. Come on. Were you guys just spending your whole time just constantly healing each other then?
That had to hurt.
I think they were. Alright. I don't know where she's gonna be. More people in there, alright. I really wish there was a perk so you could reload on the run. Is that a robot? Apparently was. Did I miss one? Apparently I did. Alright, let's stick that stuff on now, shall we? That, and where is it? And that should get my dialogue skills. Persuade is at 158. If that's not enough for this.
It's gonna be fine. We can do this.
I just hope she'll give me the opportunity to talk, because, you know, first one did, will she?
We've come a long way. Let's finish this.
Easy.
I'll give you one thing, little weasel. You are relentless. I did everything in my power to stop you, yet here you stand before me, offensively alive. Just so we're clear, if you intend to restart this machine, you'll have to go through me.
Whoa, 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 I'm here to make peace.
You think that will fool me? I'll die before I let you have this place.
Stop posturing for 10 seconds and let me speak. Minnie wants to work with you for a cure for the Marauders.
That's preposterous. Not too long ago, she wanted me dead. How do I know this isn't a trick to get me out of the way?
You don't. You'll have to trust me.
I will not. Your intentions are beside the point. I've been working on a cure for 5 years, and I've made no progress at all. If she believes teamwork is all I've been missing, she's more soft-headed than I thought.
She said you were invited for tea?
She... what? That was our secret phrase. Did she tell you?
That's rather sweet of you. Explain.
When I'd been on Gorgon too long, that's what she'd write at the end of her messages. It meant she missed me. That she wanted me to come home.
So you'll work with Minnie?
I'll try. It's no guarantee of success. And like as not, we'll develop nothing useful at all. But it will be better than working alone. Thank you, Captain. In the end, you were not at all what I expected.
I never am. Ooh! Is that it? Sweet! Phew. I didn't need 150 in the end after all. Okay, fine. Let's put my stuff back on, because otherwise I'm going to get my arse handed to me sometime on the way out or something like that. I don't know. Alright, 86. Yes. Okay, then. Success! There is another way out. Yes. So if I kind of rush through that area rather than having a look around, it's just... This took a little long... This last bit took longer than I expected. And I'm kind of running out of time here. I've got about 10 minutes. Hey, it's all in good time, I suppose. So I guess we're going back to the mansion? Okay.
We've arrived at Ambrose Manor.
See, I always try to find the compromise. There are ways that people can work together. They just have to be able to see it sometimes. The thing is, I'm well aware that sometimes the compromise is not the best solution. But gosh damn it, it feels like it. This ought to be good. Well, they're still alive. Hi.
I have to know, Mother. All those years ago, what tipped you off that Gorgon was in trouble?
The volunteers. Not just the shocking way they died, but the company's muted response to it. They were expensive to house, train, and treat. That the company would spare no expense, yet let so many of them die. It was terrible.
History won't repeat itself on our watch.
I dare say not. Even when we made significant progress, Lawrence and his ghouls in OCI slashed our budgets. I knew then I'd lost control of Gorgon. I'd lost control of Adrena Time.
You never told me Gorgon was such a logistical nightmare. We should have had this conversation 5 years ago.
You can't know how badly I wanted to. But the truth put you in danger, and I couldn't abide that.
I owe you an apology, Captain. Not only did I deceive you, but all this time I had the wrong idea about Mother.
What do you think of her now?
Mother is less than perfect, but more than a monster. Somewhere in the middle, I suppose.
Aren't we all?
We still have a great deal of work ahead of us. The years of silence were not easy.
I don't doubt it was hard on you, but I knew you'd come out the stronger for it. We have the chance to know each other now, thanks entirely to you.
Okay, how do you plan to amend your relationship from here?
On Minnie's terms, whatever they may be. I've made enough decisions for her, I think.
Well, there's no need to dwell on the past anymore. We're in the thick of it together, now that we're partners.
Partners? Huh. I suppose we are.
And family, I suppose. This isn't at all playing out the way I imagined it. And for the first time, I'm glad.
You know, I cannot take my eyes off her eyebrows. The way they're sculpted like that, it just seems so pointlessly frivolous. That's a Byzantium thing through and through, isn't it? You've grown a lot in a short time. How did you expect it to go? Once family gets involved, all bets are off.
Family is pure happenstance. Collaboration is intent, vision, fortitude. I'm glad to have you as my daughter, Minnie, but I'm proud to call you my partner. But I fear things will only get harder from here.
And, ooh. Really? I don't have enough science for that. Oh, that's a shame. Test, measure, revise. Nothing gets done right the first time. It's only because you believe it's possible. Hold on to that feeling.
I found that feelings are fleeting, Captain. I believe in the work, and I believe in my daughter. That will be enough for me.
You've earned this, Captain. For recovering Mother's journal. For getting us talking in the same room together. And for exceeding my expectations.
Indeed. I have no use for bits and baubles on Gorgon. Not now that I have my work. Take what's yours, Captain. The road to a Marauder cure will be a long one, and the board will surely fight us every step of the way. But this partnership, it's a damn good start.
Will you put the burden of the colony aside for just one moment? Give me a day with my mother before we get back to work.
For you, I will try.
there we have it. And I guess that's the end of Peril on Gorgon. And a happy ending all around. I'm glad I managed to squeeze that through at the end, because it really did make me think like I was going to have to make a choice. And I sort of did, but then a third option presented itself, and I was like, yes, that's the one I want. That's kind of the one I wanted from the start, but it didn't give me the chance then. It only presented itself at a later point. So, excuse me. Okay, so, yeah, that's kind of the end, isn't it? That's the end of Peril on Gorgon, and at least until another DLC comes out, that's the end of the Outer Worlds. Wrapped itself up nice and neatly right before Christmas. I guess that's about it. And it's also wrapped it up nice and neatly just a couple of minutes before I usually end the stream. So, yeah. I don't really know what else to say other than, you know, this game has been really fun. I will say this DLC was enjoyable. Like, I actually did enjoy it. I still say there's a few minor problems with this game. It's not perfect. I think if we do get an Outer Worlds 2, and I'm hopeful for that, then hopefully they can smooth off the rough edges. And I think the sequels are usually better than the first, you know? If the game devs have the chance to, like, hone their craft towards what they really wanted. So yeah, it's fine, you know, it's good. And this DLC was good fun, and it'll be very interesting to see what we get in the future with, like, any future DLC and any of that stuff, because it's all very, very enjoyable. And as I said, I have had fun playing Outer Worlds. I don't regret playing it, so, you know, it's fine, it's good, and it was very, very, very enjoyable. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see ya. Take care out there, everybody. Bye-bye.